Hello friends, welcome to another video on my YouTube channel. I hope you all are doing great and taking care of yourself. I have been observing from past few months that people have been posting on LinkedIn that I want to start my career in DevOps. Tools should I learn first, or which tool should I start with? To answer those questions is what about today's video. If I have would be in your place, I would start learning or getting myself familiar with a source code tool, which is Git. The Git is one of the most popular distributed source code version, and it has been used in almost every organization to maintain your source code. Once I'm familiar with this source code tool, I would try to integrate this tool with other DevOps tools. When I talk about other DevOps tools, the first thing comes in my mind is Jenkins. Jenkins is one of the most popular continuous integration tool and has been widely used by most of the organization to do the continuous integration and continuous deployment. So that's what I'm going to basically start on my YouTube channel, the new series on Jenkins. And with this series, I will make you familiar with what all topics you should be aware if you are planning to give certified Jenkins exam or preparing yourself for the DevOps world and for the interview as well. Aren't you excited? I am very much excited to share my journey of learning Jenkins and making yourself familiar with this. So let's get started with the roadmap of how we will be learning the Jenkins. So friends, here is how our roadmap for the Jenkins looks like. So we will be first understanding what is CI and CD. Once we are familiar with these two concepts, we are going to understand the difference between continuous integration, which is CI, continuous delivery versus continuous deployment. Once we are familiar with these three concepts, what is continuous integration, continuous delivery, and continuous deployment, we will be moving to our main series, which is what is Jenkins and why we need it. Once we understand what is importance of Jenkins, we will be proceeding with downloading and installing of Jenkins on EC2 instance. Once we have installed the Jenkins, the next important task we will be doing is installing a GitHub plugin in Jenkins and how to integrate that. Once we are done with this, the another important concept we will be understanding is webhook in Jenkins and what are advantages of webhook over pooling. Once we are done with this, we will be integrating webhook with Jenkins. And moving to our next important is the creating users in Jenkins and managing their permissions. Since you will be working on different projects, you need to basically make sure that only the necessary individuals have access to your Jenkins project. Right? That's what we will be learning in our session. Moving to the next important thing or kick-starting our journey in Jenkins is to create the first freestyle project in Jenkins. Once we are familiar with the freestyle project, how to create in Jenkins, we will be creating our first pipeline project in Jenkins. And once we are done with these two projects, we will be understanding what is the Jenkins master slave architecture and how does this architecture works. We will be also getting ourselves familiar with what is blue ocean in Jenkins. And once we are done with this, we will be understanding the most important thing which you should be familiar while you're working on Jenkins is declarative and the scripted pipeline scripts. Once we are done with this, our last topic would be understanding what is Artifactory and how to use and install Artifactory in Jenkins. So without any delay, let's start our journey of learning Jenkins together. I hope you got the familiar with what all topics we are going to cover in this exciting series of learning Jenkins and to get familiar ourselves and prepare ourselves for certified Jenkins exam. I am too excited to walk you or learn together this Jenkins series. If you are excited, kindly let me know your inputs in the comments. Until then, take care. Bye bye.